Hey guys, thesouthernislands here. We're back with another episode of the weekly Pokemon Showdown of the Gym Battle of 10th of June. Okay, Ralph was playing with Typhlosion and Ruben is borrowing Branqua's Raging Bolt. Ruben don't play often, so I don't know whether he does mistakes, but we'll see what happens. Okay, he is reading what Lito does. Yeah. I don't think this iteration of Raging Bolt is very how to say, returning player / beginner friendly, because there's a lot of small moves and like mistakes that you can make. Yeah, so like when you feel like either too greedy with the Dilmas, or you didn't set up enough full hood, or you use your Noctowls too early, you kind of slow down your deck slightly, like a little bit. Okay, he nearly searched for Dilmas Pokemon. Yeah. So yeah, always search for the Fan Rotom to set up. Okay. So one thing about this deck is the Terra is very important. So sometimes people like they get too high, so they just set everything, then they forget they have no Terra. Then yeah, they cannot evolve the Noctowl. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Very aggressive. Very Ruben like. If you guys don't know, Ruben plays Pokemon sometimes. Yeah. So he does have a little. I mean, he's a. Okay. So. Okay. He does have a little bit of experience because he went to Worlds before. He's a Worlds competitor. Yeah, but it's just like he's quite rusty lah. He didn't play Pokemon for quite a while. But there's one thing about Pokemon, is not that hard to learn back the game, like other card games. It's quite easy to pick up. Yeah. Okay, Raul's playing the Typhlosion. It's good when everything goes smoothly. Yeah, so he's playing with a line of Dragapult. I don't think he's playing Drag, but I think he's just playing Dragapult for the draw engine, because this deck really, I don't know, really hurts this deck. Okay. But when it goes, or the Eterns Adventure will really, like, the amount of Eterns Adventure in the discard pile will boost the Typhlosion's attack. So I've seen instances where people can't find the Typhlosion, like the Eterns Adventure. Yeah. So shall see. Okay. Yeah, so the people playing the Quilava to find the thing, but yeah, sometimes they don't get enough, or they don't have ways to discard, and it only hits like the small damage. Yeah. This deck only works where like the 4 of the Eterns is inside the discard pile. So okay. As usual of Ruben, he's going aggressive all the time. Okay. Well, split the card in hand. Oh, the bear. Okay. Definitely through it. No search extra energies. Okay, unless he's attaching. Okay, fine. Okay. For me, this is quite of a greedy play, because you have Mew. So yeah, you see now yeah. I mean, that's the whole point of these weekly tournaments, is to, we can look at how people approach their decks. Yeah, so just now I would have just thrown everything and just searched for lightning energy, then I would just draw 3 with the Mew, because no matter what, when you search the grass, you replace the card. If that card cannot be laid down, you instantly draw 1 less card. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Eterns Adventure, in fact, Quilava. Yeah. So it's a bit dangerous on Ralph's side. Yeah, Ralph is boxing Quilava, because I'm sorry, I don't have a lot of destined rivals. Yeah. Okay, so the idea is it should trade well. It should, like, fundamentally it should trade well with a big basic, like a 2-pricer deck. But the problem is, once you reach like a Gardevoir, that kind of deck where you need a lot of extra damage modifiers, that's where the issue comes in. Yeah. What is that? Okay. Okay, he's trying to. Okay, Sada. It's always good thing to see Sada. Okay, Noctowl. Pretty good. He's gonna Sada, I guess. Yeah, so now the one thing that Ruben should do, we shouldn't be too aggressive, because when you see the opponent's board is a bit slow and they are not playing rare candy. Yeah, okay, so that's Sacred Ash. Is energy recycle buff for Pokemon. Is actually very good for this deck. Okay, finds 2 Eterns Adventure. I don't know, maybe Zoroark might be a good pairing with Typhlosion. Yeah, but we shall see how. Because it's quite an interesting deck. Okay. Alright, it's not edging there. Okay, Rolls is slightly in the back now, but it's fine because he's playing 1 prizes. And Raging Bolt really hate 1 prizes. Yeah, so okay, it's gonna evolve them out. Resets them. Yes. Yeah, but Ralph was pointing at the mill because he say it's not as effective when there's a mill EX on the field, because it lets you draw the 3. Wow, it's a pretty good draw from Ruben's side. Everything seems double card draw for him. You know. Okay. Right. Okay, so now what Ralph's gonna do is it's gonna just relax. Not replacing the stadium, I would assume. Because also replacing stadium you also have to see, because you have to see whether the opponent have like things they want to throw away. Yeah. So you see at this point, if you were to replace, it will drop the Fan Rotom and the Noctowl, so it's not as effective. Yeah. So don't be hasty when you see cards in your hand. Okay, spin. Okay, he's gonna attach 1 to a, I don't know. Alright, sure. It's gonna draw a card. Sorry. Okay. Up to 8, yes. Okay, draw a card. Alright. Next ball. Oh, see, it's a bit wasted though. He could attach the energy to the baby raging. Yeah. It's So at the moment now, the moment Ralph evolves up the Typhlosion, right, it gets a bit tricky already for Ruben. Yeah, because the trade starts to not be in Ralph's favor. Yeah. Okay. Okay, the third turns. I don't know, the 4th turns. Okay, so it's hitting for 280. Okay. So, yep, it's going all in. Yep, Typhlosion. Okay, that's going on an aggro now. So Ralph is showing him that he turns Typhlosion. Yeah. Okay, so now Ralph have to pick the right Pokemon to hit. Yeah, so that's the one thing that you should know. Yeah, so usually the targets will be Raging Bolt lah. That would be the easiest, but it's about pacing actually. So will Ralph get rushed out before he can take the other 4 prizes. Yeah. Which I feel is doable because apparently brand deck don't play anything to how to say, to protect the big basics like bravery charm or whatever. So we shall see. So even in late game, when you draw a lot of cards, but some of the resources are already out, right? Actually drawing that much cards also like a bit. Yeah. Okay, actually the Slither Wing is actually quite important. Okay, we shall see. Okay. So Ruben said 3. Yeah. So a good move would be oh my god. Okay. Yeah. So Ruben is rushing in for the thing. Yeah. So is it at this point is Ralph would trade no matter what already. Yeah. And Raging Bolt don't have like those Pokemon like the Wellspring Ogre to take 2 Pokemon down in one attack. So that's why it's slightly harder. Okay, it's Ultra Ball. It's going after Typhlosion. Right. Okay. Okay. Stick to price. Yeah, so at this point, Ralph kind of checkmate. So any attacker that Ruben push in front and he will still need to take to price by price. So so okay, it's not like a checkmate. So if Ralph have ways to catch stuff out, then yeah. Let's see. But the thing is that like Ruben don't have a lot of one price attackers. That's the problem. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Yeah, it's nothing much to search for. Okay. Boss order. It's useless. Boss order now, because all the things are just repeat on Rao's side, so it wouldn't really affect much. Yeah. So okay. Night Stretcher. He's hoping that it's also wrong lah. Yeah. Okay, energy switch. Okay. Oh. Okay, yeah, so no matter what, take out the last 2 price. Yeah. Yeah, Ruben scoops. Okay, see you guys at Swiss 2. Hey guys, I'm the Southern Islands here. We are back with another episode of Pokemon Weekly Battle. Brian Kwa playing Rocket's Mewtwo against Terry playing very funky Typhlosion deck for the 10th of June Goodness Gracious Games Gym Battle. Okay, we shall see how it goes. Okay, Terry's Mulligan. Yeah. So Typhlosion is a very malleable archetype, I would say. It can be built into various different ways, which is quite good in my point of view. Yeah, I like decks where you can. I like archetypes where you can just mix and match with a lot of different things. It gets exciting. Okay, so Brian's playing the straight Rocket's Mewtwo deck. Although I'm an avid Rocket fan, but I feel that the Rocket deck isn't very good. Yeah. It has too much flaws in my point of view. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, it's quite devastating if played in a certain way, where you overpower your opponent with the Mew EX, Rocket's Mew EX early game. But to really take the game away is not that easy. Yeah. Yep, so he's doing the game Evo to Kulavas. Strong setup. Okay. Spidops. A very important attacker in Ryan Claus deck. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Right. The first knockout. Exciting. Okay. Okay, fire energy. Because Gotengo is too how to say, it's too reliant on opponent having like two prizes to trade well. So actually Typhlosion is a pretty good like partner with the deck because it uses less, it needs less resources to work. Yeah. And Gotengo kind of helps with the deck by drawing also. So fix the draw issue. Yeah, because Typhlosion deck has this draw issue lah. If you late game you cannot Iono, or you get like you get pushed out with like unfair stem or whatever, it really hurts. So yeah. Okay. So Brian's going. Uh, I guess he's trying to go for the Mew now. I hope. Yeah. So the Mimikyu is actually a very good like Pokemon in this deck because of the free retreat. Yeah. Because Giovanni is like an old trainer from last time Guzma, you have to move your bench Pokemon out while you boss the opponent's Pokemon out. So a free retreater is always good to set up. Give you more options. Okay, yeah. So the debate is ongoing of whether to mix up the Pokemon like the Rockets deck to play Ariana, or you just let go of the whole archetype and just play Mewtwo and just try to hit fast and hard. I would think that that would be a better way, but it lets you draw to 8 though. It's too tasty already. do not play the Ariana. Yeah. Okay, Carbon. Switch. Ooh. Wow. That's exciting. Oh, we switch out to move the damage counter and retreat back. Exciting move from Terry. Okay. Draw a card. Okay, wow, it's even better. You can just discard the fire. Gravity Mountain. It's okay. Right. Take the easy knockout. Yeah, so from how Terry's deck is doing, it seems like a okay way to play the deck because in the mid game you don't require a lot of resources. You can just stay back, pass the turn. You know, if you don't need to use the Gotengo to attack. The Gotengo is essentially only used to hit the bigger targets where Typhlosion can't hit. So, not a bad way to play the deck. Yeah, I've seen people play the straight Typhlosion and it's a bit painful. It's a bit painful in my point of view. Maybe you can try Charizard. I don't know. See what happens. Okay. So now you see that's the issue, because if the Mewtwo EX comes out and the Gotengo comes out, Brian knows his time is up lah. the Mewtwo will be knocked out. So he has to stall a turn. Okay. So Terry slowly setting up. Okay. Oh, he whiffs the yeah. Okay, there's an oven 10 anyways. Draw ball. More draw, more luck. I would say. Okay. Right. Slowly take a one pricer. So it's already a kind of a bad trade for Brian already, because first he needs the third Pokemon down, if not he can't attack. He needs to make his Mewtwo survive. Yeah. Okay. Sorry for reflection. It's the Archer. Okay. Gotta catch it. Okay. Guess he has to chase back somehow. He can't attack, actually. Oh, yeah, he just realized. He lacks one Pokemon. Yeah, it's a problem with the deck. Yeah, he has to go back. Yep. No, it's fine. He has a bench. Two down and then we do. Okay, yeah, you just do it anyways. Yeah. Okay, fine. Okay. I'm not apologizing for Brian's misplay, but yeah, it happens. But since it's a gym session, it's not as strict. Yeah. But please, in a big event, play properly. Look at your board. Okay. Ooh. Terry's doing a Terry. He's playing his moves. Okay, 4. Okay, bump. Okay. Okay, so the Mewtwo's down. So the one way to make this Mewtwo attack, right? He has to get the Rocket's energy. He has to energy switch the Spidops. Yeah, that's the only way the Mewtwo can attack. Yeah. It really doesn't hit that hard. Yeah, at this point at the late game where you are doing like 2 trades, it's a bit hard already. Because you'll lose out. Yeah. So Brian scoops. Okay. Thanks. We are going to the third Swiss. Hey guys, I'm thesouthernislands here. We're back with the Swiss 3 of the weekly Pokemon Showdown. Featuring Ayman, Raging Bolt, and Keenan playing Rockets, Crobat. Okay guys, it's gonna be special. Okay, this is happening at the 10th of June's Goodness Wishes game, Swiss gym battle. Right, okay. We shall go into the game. Okay, so Keenan's playing a deck that I've seen people play in the shop. Didn't perform as well. But yeah, but that's all the Rocket decks lah. But I hope he can pilot it properly, because he's actually doing quite well in the recent Pokemon League. Yeah. We shall see how his deck functions. Yeah, so Crobat plays on planting damage when it comes down to the board. Yeah, so it's more of something like a Dragapult kind of situation, but it isn't like an attack. It's more like on an evolve planting. Yeah. So the attack lets you put the Crobat EX back to the hand and evolve another one. Yeah. Which I'll see. It's really not bad. Yeah. And Ayman's playing his trusted Raging Bolt. Yeah, has been piloted this for multiple tournaments already. Yeah. Okay. Doing great. Great start from Ayman's side. Okay. Okay, so use a Petra. Yeah. To search for the Buddy Morphin. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. 2 Tarantulas. Trouble. Third Tarantula. Okay, so back yeah, so he probably has to go for like a two small attacks or like a planted, like you know when you evolve up to attack. Yeah, it's going for a. I don't think he can knock things straight up, apart from weakness. Okay, so Iman is going for blood because the baby raging boat, right, is one thing that can actually shoot the bench. Yeah. And you know it's a bit weird because they printed Shaymin to protect all these basic Pokemon, but if you play it in the Rockets deck, you cannot play Ariana. So yeah. So you have to play like other things. Like you have to play like Articuno to stop the Dragapult's planting, but this is just, yeah, it's a bit hard. Okay, so he's gonna jamming. Yeah, he's shooting the Zubat. Yeah, so the Rocket's energy doesn't give grass. So Keenan has to, he has to use the ability to charge that. Yeah, right drops. Oh, okay. Right. Does he have grass in this card? He does. All right, great. No, it's going to take up the raging boat. Yeah. He has a lead thing. Okay. It's a bit excited. Yeah. Okay. Spinops is a pretty good mid-game attacker, I guess. Okay. Now I guess he would play back Next Stretcher and Sada, I guess. Seems like a good play. Or he can just go forward and search for other Pokemon to attack. Which is okay too, because because if you know this deck doesn't hit very hard, you can use your EX to tank the damage actually. To force Keenan into doing more, to make Keenan work harder in a sense. Yeah. So okay. That's more. Okay, so I guess he's going for the Raging Bolt EX route. Yeah. Okay. Pasting Crispin. Okay, so oh, he has a lightning energy attached. Yeah. It's not the worst. It's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah. It's gonna draw a card. It's great. Okay. It's gonna send him out. Send the Raging Bolt out. Yeah. Hopefully it tanks the damage. Right. Okay. Now Keenan seems like he's going for, yeah, he's planting damage. Okay. Yeah. So he plants 20 damage on the golf. Then okay. Okay, so it's gonna find. Okay, it's gonna set up the board. See? Okay. Yeah. So Emmons is a bit confused with all the rocket cards because it's kind of new at that time. Yeah. So people are still running around playing Dragapults and whatever. So yeah. It's great to see new deck archetypes in the format. Okay, right now it's gonna draw up. Alright. Okay. Draw two more of the factory. Oh, the factory is a really good card. Yeah, it's really very good. Okay, let's get it back. Yes, he's gonna trade. Great trading. Okay. Yeah, he has no choice. If he could, he wouldn't have promoted the one with the maximum belt, but yeah. But you know, sometimes you have to take the risk. Pretty healthy spread of energy. Okay. So the Raging Bolt matchup is against this deck would be trying to get the Spidops offline, because from what I see, actually Spidops is one of the main attacker in the deck. So actually the Golbat is more like the Crobat is more of like a support from how Keenan plays. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Slitherwing. Okay. The Slitherwing is pretty good lah. Like I said in the previous Switch rounds. It's gonna take some stuff down. Yeah. Okay. Yep. So take the Spidops down. It's always good to make the opponent work hard. Like, you know, give him a one prizer, feed him, and make it harder to knock out stuff. Yeah. It's something 20 damage. It's really again. Yeah, so the Crobat EX plants 20 to 2 Pokemon. Yeah, so it plants. It doesn't deal damage. Yeah, it plants. So you can target the Terra. Boys and girls, it's good to know. You can't attack. You can't attack a bench Terra, but you can plant damage on it. So like this Crobat EX in this instance does it. Yeah. Okay. The factory doing its work. Okay, I guess he's going for it. It's gonna take a 2 price. Okay, so Iman is kind of stuck in the wrong place now. But if Keenan doesn't have a boss kind of situation, he doesn't have a Giovanni, and Iman can somehow disrupt him. Yep. Pretty great. It's round 1. Rocket's worst nightmare because they don't have draw engine. Okay. Can't really see his hand. Okay. I think it's using the bad backup. Wow, the Blood Moon of Saluna will be a big trouble for Keenan. Yeah. Oh, he draws the Ariana. Oh, okay. Wow. He can't seem to be stopped. Okay. Wow, but the deck is really, you have to work very hard for the prizes. So it does 120. Yeah. It does 120, you retreat, you take the Crobat back to your hand, but you discard everything underneath. Okay. I think yeah. So yes, brings everything back. Okay, so Ayman has to take 2 prizes now, but he doesn't have anything to take. Okay. He has to disrupt Keenan somehow. Yeah, to stay in the game. Does he have like a, I don't know, or whatever? Okay, so draw 1. Okay. Wow, it's actually quite interesting now because it's reaching the end game and they both have a clear line of what they want to do. Yeah. But Keenan's deck is more versatile since he can use the item, the Rockets item, to search for Rocket supporter. Catcher. Okay. So one way to take out the attacker is to just, you know, just get the go bat out lah. So at least he cannot evolve it next turn. Okay. Oh, he's going straight for the move. Okay, it's pretty good. Alright, the Latias is godsend, so he can just retreat for this thing. Okay, so now it's a gamble from Ivan's side. Yeah. Let's see what does Kaden have. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Searching for basic Pokemon. That's the Proton. Okay. Somehow he's trying to make the game go longer. Somehow. Okay, Kinoscopes. It's a great game. I really enjoyed it. See you at the next event.